Madison Dukes. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Chanticleers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So James Madison's offense will get the first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. And you're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Coastal Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Chanticleers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Up.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Simpkins. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Chanticleers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, running back on the move. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll keep it himself. There he goes. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Dukes are on the move. Looking to pass. It's Evans. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They've hit him with... Back chunk plays, now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hart. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Here we go.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Dukes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
James Madison, 7. Coastal Carolina, 0.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The offense changing the play. Brown will throw it. On the run, still looking. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bed.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And Reese, no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Evans. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Nice move to pick up yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Simpkins. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Picks up the first down, still moving. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Graves. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brown wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking to the big tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Oh, he's got a chance.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing from that.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulls it in. It's Ellis. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Dukes in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Evans. Hauls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Hart. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Ellis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The Dukes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the move, it's Edwards. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Edwards. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his...
Turning it on! He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Scrambling away. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Chanticleers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. He might want another play. Brown wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Chanticleers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He caught it. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter.
Touchdown, Chanticleer. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paulo, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Bring in the heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team.
Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Getting set for the point after. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Still on his feet at the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's hard. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hart. There he goes. He smashes his way through again. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Makes it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Evans. Makes the catch. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Ellis. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking left. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. The sure hands, it's Washington. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The shot that clears are marching down the field. He wants to throw it again. Fires left. Hauls it in. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that.
Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard